Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Friday. We're coming to the end of David's life, and I have just one more before we close this series on the life of David. We'll take a break, and I'll come back with a new series. David is old now, and he's called the whole nation together, all the officials, all the commanders, everyone important. And he's passing the kingdom to his son Solomon in front of all of them. This is the closest thing to a final speech. And right in the middle of it, there are words that we should stop and think about today. And those words are, he will be found. Here's a full sentence. 1 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 9. David tells Solomon, if you seek him, he will be found by you. Now, go back and read that slowly, and you'll notice something that's easy to miss at first. Seeking is something Solomon does. It's active. It's his responsibility to do it. But being found is different. That part belongs to God, not to Solomon. Look closely at what just happened. Every other line in that speech tells the responsibility is on Solomon. Know God, serve him with your whole heart. Those are commands, things Solomon must do. But right in the middle of all of that effort, the sentence changes direction. He will be found. New American Standard Bible reads, if you seek him, he will let you find him. Solomon isn't the one doing the finding here. He's simply the one who comes looking, and God is the one who was already there first, waiting to be found. Now that calls for another question. If seeking is Solomon's job, where did the desire to seek come from? You see, seeking only makes sense if something's missing. If there is a longing inside of him that hasn't been filled yet. And what David seems to be telling his son is that even that longing is a gift from God. The fact that Solomon wants to find God at all means God was already pulling him closer before Solomon ever took a single step forward towards God. A lot of us treat faith like something we build with our own hands. Wake up early in the morning and do your quiet time. Pray often enough. Read enough Bible verses before breakfast. Effort matters, of course. It really does. And no one here should hear me say it doesn't. But effort isn't foundational. Effort isn't the foundation faith is built on. The foundation is that God already chose long before we did anything to be a God who can be found. Many years later in Babylon, God said almost the same thing to another group of people. This time it was through the prophet Jeremiah, and they were captive under the oppression of foreign power. And the scripture says, I will be found by you, he told them. Even though they'd been away from home for 70 years and had every reason to think God had forgotten them. He didn't say, if you try hard enough, maybe I'll show up. No, he promised to be found before any of them even started looking. In Luke chapter 19, we meet Zacchaeus. He was a tax collector, which meant that people in his own hometown had good reason to dislike this man. He wanted to see Jesus, but he was also very short. So the crowd blocked his view no matter where he stood or how hard he tried. So he ran ahead of everyone and climbed a sycamore fig tree just to see Jesus passing by. He wasn't up there thinking, big ideas. He was short, curious. So he climbed a tree. And the Bible tells us Jesus stopped under that tree. He looked up and called Zacchaeus by name. I must stay at your house today, he says. Zacchaeus didn't climb down and then go find Jesus. No, Jesus already knew his name before Zacchaeus ever spoke to him. Zacchaeus didn't find Jesus that day. Jesus found him. And Jesus explained why right there in front of everyone who was watching. The Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. He didn't come and wait under a tree to see if someone could climb high enough to notice him. No, he came to seek. It was his plan from the start all the way up that tree. So what do we do with that today? If you've been waiting to feel ready before you pray, stop waiting. The very desire you already have to talk to God is God's invitation. Don't wait for a better moment. Do it now. Go to Him just as you are in whatever season of life you're in. And if someone in your home is still up in that tree, still curious, still unsure, don't wait for them to come down before you tell them about Jesus. Jesus, who already knows their name as well. He came looking for you before you ever looked for Him. The work, the cost, all of it was already finished on the cross. Seek Him today and you'll find Him waiting because He hasn't gone anywhere. My friends, seek Him every day, and especially this coming Sunday as you worship Him, honor Him through the songs you sing and the message that you hear and the message that you apply. May you not just do it because it says the Word said so. May you do it because you love Jesus. And out of that love, may you serve and give and worship and honor and care and so forth, so that Christ may be honored through your life. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.